Get 'em Jimmy, where Loshak at? The bottle's getting nifty up the crack and we stacking chips, all of it's what I want. Plus money winners, that's what I'm on. You can say I'm gone. I prefer elevated pub sports radio. Time to get educated, get produced, lead the juice, letting loose with so much abuse that the bookies wanna call a truce. They getting slaughtered. Can't forget Jeff and low baggers in the chat. That's a lethal weapon 'cause we be pubbing.
Hi everyone, welcome to Pub Sports Radio. My name is Peter Loshak. Today is Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. We do this every Tuesday. We have a lot of fun. It's, the intense time of the year. College basketball, college football, NFL, NBA, NHL, everything. And today we have a big card. We're going to break it all down. We're going to need your help, of course. A few things in NHL that I'm liking. NBA, I take very, very, very lightly. I do tend to tail people I trust, but don't do much personal originating when it comes to NBA. But, of course, college football I do. It's a very weird 3 games action today. Motivation matters, interesting lines, which teams are going to bounce back, which teams are going to continue to struggle. 3 games, we'll talk about those. NHL, always very interesting. I got a few things I think I'm liking, a bunch of first period stuff in NHL. What the hell was that? What was that? Hey, Jose, you there?
Yeah, I don't know what that.
What was that?
But
did you see that? What is that?
Yeah.
Some kind of what the? Oh my! Everything.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what? I give up. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to give a little fucking weird blue. What is? Is that a ghost? Hello, ghost. Can you ask your ghost friends to give us some winners for today's card, if possible? What the fuck is that? Is that like a smudge?
I don't know. It looks like a smudge. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a smudge there. But our guest is getting ready as well, so no worries on that front now.
Should I try to? All right, why don't you take over for a second and say hi to everyone? Say hi to all the gang. Shout everyone out. Copy down any important plays or opinions that are on there. And I'm going to try to, I don't know, maybe because that's weird. It just happened. It just popped up, right?
Yeah. So go ahead. Yeah, give it a wipe.
All right, go ahead. Get me off the camera. Get me off.
All right. So thanks everyone again for watching. It's always fun and interesting to see what happens on these lovely Tuesday editions with Peter. Shout out to all the new members last night. Thanks, Dan Kelly, for being in here bright and early. LJ Smooth, appreciate you. Viper MB as well, dropping his plays as well. Shout out to you there. Justin McElvey dropping a little Providence money line there for his stack spot. And by the way, Pete slandered Justin McElvey in his record, and now look at him, 98 and 97. Nice to see you again, Pete. De-smudged. And, of course, Nasty Nate agrees. Providence smashes. Hold on.
We're doing a reverse jinx that you – what happened? Oh, right. Oh, you got me?
You were muted there. Yeah, no, I got
I was going to say, you never know when someone is busting your balls or bullying you or doing a reverse jinx trying to help you that you're not aware of. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. Jesus Christ.
That's true.
What the fuck?
That's true. Pete, I was thinking, I was considering going to Providence for a Providence-Georgetown game in February. See Ed Cooley get the smoke in Providence. It'd be a shame if I decided to go and you came too, Pete. It'd be a real shame.
Oh, yeah. No, that would be fun. Providence is a fun town. Providence. They got some
Nasty Nate's going. If I go, Nasty Nate would go.
Yeah, big mafia town historically. Yes, Providence. Providence is a fun, interesting historical town. I wouldn't mind living there. To be perfectly honest, Jose Bouquet, I wouldn't mind living there. Let's quickly glance at the comment section. Shout out to Nasty Nate. Stay in the screen though, Jose Bouquet. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, Nick Kyle says, remember the Mike Brenner days? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I certainly do. Shout out to Juan Ruiz, Justin McElvey, Viper MD, Dan Kelly. Shout out to Dan Kelly. I'm not Albert Schweitzer, but it's something. Yes, I know. I am somewhat Schweitzer-esque, a bit.
Yeah, you look cold over there, Pete. It's a little
bit cold here. Yeah, it's a little bit. You deal with life's blows. You roll with what gets chucked your way. A little cold here in NYC. All right, so yeah. It's going to be so is Connor Mack in there, or should we just get going? Because it's a big card. We got a lot of shit to cover.
his camera is currently turned off. He'll be ready to go here in a second, I
Oh,
assume.
right. Thank God
So,
we
but
got that Connor Mack in there because someone's going to have to give some somewhat confident NBA opinions, and it ain't going to be me. And unless it's you, it's going to have to be Connor Mack and the comment section. Huge shout out to Lucas R. Huge fucking shout out to Guillermo Zertuche. Shout out to Guillermo Zertuche. Lucas R.
leading our
yesterday.
cappers contest as well, Guillermo Zertucci. You wouldn't know because you're all the way at the bottom, but you know.
Jose Bouquet. Once again, you never know if someone. I was just like, you know what? This year, I'll just take Survivor. I'll just take Survivor and let other people. What am I going to win it 2 years in a row? Come on, that's not.
Well,
that's
Jimmy
not
would have something to say about the Survivor, so good luck with that.
Yeah, I was thinking, do I want to make a joke and then jinx myself? No. You know what? I'll spare the joke and give myself a fighting chance in that freaking con. I'm not going to jinx myself in that contest.
Did you take
It's
the
fun,
Cowboys
though.
this week?
I'm sorry?
Did you take the Cowboys this week?
I did take the Cowboys because I was just so busy. I was like, well, I could probably scheme a little bit and save the Cowboys for a future. But I was like, fuck it, I'll just throw the Cowboys in there. And we're getting to that point in the year where there were a few weeks where I could have gone with a different pick, and like I was going to pick the Bears over the over Carolina that Thursday night. No, that was last week, wasn't it? This was past week.
Yeah, it was
the Bears
past
game.
week. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to take the Bears to save myself Dallas. But then I was just, fuck it. It's just like too busy, too much shit. College basketball. I was like, I'll just take the sure thing, Dallas, and survive another week. And I guess that's what it's all about. Survivor is, it's just like life. It's an analog of life. If you survive one more day, if you survive one more week, you're winning. You're winning. Right, Jose?
Well, there's only 4 of you left.
Yeah.
There's
5.
Of you guys. Only 4.
Oh, someone took the Bills?
I guess so. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, the Bills are murderers. I'll tell you that. But it's T. Crawley, you, James the Bag, and Drug Monkey RX.
Oh, Drug Monkey RX. You see, there you go. It's going to be fun. Maybe we can make some fun little trash talking videos as the weeks wind down. Maybe we do one this week. We'll see. I just love contests. I think that's the ultimate future of sports betting in general. You got the sharps, you got the fans, and then contests is where people were either free contests or sponsored contests or contests where there's an entry fee, but you know what your loss is and you're expecting to lose. That might be the big future of sports betting in the United States legalization. But anyway, we've talked enough. Let's quickly glance at the comment section one more time. Huge shout out to Sky Dragon, Kelly McGinnis, Justin McElvey. Enough bullshitting around. Let's bring in our guest up for today's show, Connor Mack. Is he there?
Connor's still, his camera's still down.
Okay, we'll do a slow clap there. We'll do a slow clap there. All right, now we can keep.
Yeah, we can start it off. But Dennis Garcia, if I had to pick someone I'm cheering for Survivor, I'm rooting for Drug Monkey RX. Obviously not Jimmy. I don't want Pete to win, obviously. I don't know who T. Crawley is. So shout out to my guy, Drug Monkey RX. And by the way, did you have a look for Survivor this week already? Have you already looked?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you're not gonna give it away? Who are you picking? Who are you looking at?
Hey, fuck you. This guy trying to get like free sharp opinions. You know what I mean? This guy's like, well, on Action Network, they tell me what the sharp plays are for $100 a year. Well, I thought everyone who has sharp opinions just gives them away for free or for cheap. No, Jose Bouquet. The sharpest shit is secret. And you could pay $50,000 for it or something like that. My Survivor pick for this year is incredibly secret, incredibly valuable. I'm not going to just give it away for free. Jose. All right, I'll give it away. Probably the Jags. Right? Probably the Jags.
Yeah. That's what Jimmy's probably using too.
You know what I mean? All right, I just gave that away for free. How valuable is that information? I don't know, but I just gave it away for free only to the viewers of the show. Let's look at the comments section here. Dennis Garcia says contests are fun. Absolutely. Shout out to Dan Kelly. All right, is that asshole Connor Mack ready to go? No?
No, but yeah, go ahead. Which sport you want to start off with, Pete?
You want to start fucking capping? All right, let's start capping with the NHL because I suck in NBA. College football, I want to hear what Connor Mack has to say. It's interesting. I guess I could talk about college. You want to start about just shouting out some college basketball shit? Let's look at
sure. I wasn't expecting
all right, we can do that for a second. I mean, it's a huge card today. There's so much going on, but I can let me just bring up the card. I don't even know where the lines have moved, but I was definitely thinking that obviously High Point and Queens on the over. Here, let me just quickly try to find. High Point, 168. I'd probably take a shot with the first half over still at the current lines. High Point and Queens, a super high first half total, but that's okay. In other games this year, of course, when there's been a game with a super high full game total where I liked the total anyway, the over anyway, and it moved, I would still have recommended the first half over in that one. I do the same there. High Point and Queens first half over. I kind of like that one. Let's see what the Chattanooga game is. Yeah, that might be a sneaky over as well. Chattanooga and in Bellarmine might be a sneaky over. Let's see. Kind of high on Indiana State this year. They didn't cover against Alabama, but and I took a loss with that. But kind of high on them. IUPIU is obviously terrible. So Indiana State first half or full game might be where the play there. That's something I'm thinking about. Let's see. Is Connor Mack there? Let me see. It's okay. I'm just it's such a massive friggin' card. I'm just going over the things that I'm thinking about. Let me see. What else is on the card here that's kind of interesting? Yeah, I mean Indiana State, I'm kind of high on them. First half over in that High Point game would take that one. Duke Michigan State is interesting. I don't know. Maybe lean under. Maybe lean. That's a tough one. I'm gonna pass for now. Let's see. Let me see.
Our guy Nick dialed since Texas A&M -5.5 as well as Kansas from Rocco Rogers there as well. So Nick dial A&M -5.5 and Rocco Kansas -5.5.
Yeah, hold on one second. Let me just get my notes here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, Texas A&M. What the fuck are my notes on that one? That's so what does he like? He likes what?
He likes A&M -5.5.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think the line might be. I mean, obviously the lines are. My confidence level for some teams is high right now, but for others, definitely feeling it out. SMU at home as a dog, a little bit tough to fade though. But I hear you. And what was the other one? Kansas.
Yeah, -5.5 as well. Justin McElvey also has Kansas on his card. And then we've got some other plays from Robert Franklin and Kelly McGinnis as well. Kelly likes Duke -4, Illinois -1.5. Robert Franklin like a little toothpaste, some Colgate +7.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Let me see. Where the hell is it? Hold on. I got to get my notes and figure out or just remember what the friggin'
I would love to see what your computer looks like. I'm sure you have 1,000 tabs open.
Yeah, way too many tabs open. Yeah, where the fuck is it? Yeah, the Colgate game. He likes Colgate, huh?
Yeah, and Kelly likes Colgate as well. So shout out to Kelly and Robert there.
Yeah, Colgate. It's hard for me to get a read on them right now. But Syracuse definitely has a size and speed advantage. So, again, most of these college games I'm passing on. I do hit a few here and there that I'm like, and they tend to be overs that are too low or first half overs that are too low. And I haven't done well with my dogs this year that like Indiana State, classic example. I do still, Indiana State over IUPUI. That might be a nice play there. First half and full game is, let me see. Is Connor Mack there or should we keep going with the college stuff?
Connor is ready, it seems.
Okay.
Don't you worry. You don't have to talk to me anymore, P. I know you're anxious to get me off.
It's okay. I'm just it's such. I'm looking at all these college notes, and it's just. I'd
love to see those notes because I'm sure they're fucking extensive as hell, and you've got 40 pages of notes from 40 different days.
Yeah, like I said before, anything valuable is rarely given away for free, and I wouldn't give this away for free either. But it's probably only worth $8, maybe 10. The entire page, the entire sheet, maybe 6. I don't know. I'll send it to you for $4 if you want, Jose Bucat. I'll give you a discount. All right. In the meantime, you want to bring in Connor Mack here? Talk NHL.
Yeah. Let's do it. Hello, Connor. Let's bring him on.
Everyone, welcome to the show, Connor Mack. Hell yeah. All right, Connor.
Sorry, a little crazy here. Crazy.
How you doing? You set up? Everything good?
Everything's good to go now.
All right, great. You mind starting with NHL?
Let's rock NHL.
All right, let's rock. We're a little bit behind, so let's rock. Let's just get right into it. NHL. All right, we got a big card. NHL, NBA, everything. First thing we'll talk about is Boston Buffalo. Right now, Boston's off the OT loss to Montreal. They were a big road favorite there. That's going to happen to teams like Boston, but they're still a quality elite team. Buffalo is off the shutout loss at Pittsburgh. That was a back-to-back, a little bit forgivable. I kind of hate fading a team off a shutout loss, especially a decent team at home as a dog. But Boston's got to be salty, and I think my lean is under, but not going to overthink it here. There were a few first periods plays that I liked last week, Connor Mack, with you, that I sort of shied away from. Tampa Bay was one of them. I was like, I got to just go with what I think. And Boston first period, I guess I'd be leaning Boston full game and under. Boston first period, I think that's got to be at least worth a bet. Not a lock, but worth a bet. What do you think?
Yeah, let's have a day, because I got my ass whipped, Pete, last Tuesday. But it was good. I came back, though, swept the board Thursday, Friday, and Saturday as well. But, was not good. Yeah, let's get to it. I agree with you in this one. Bruins, just dominant defense. I had Buffalo Friday night against the Wild, got squeaked out that 3-2 win. I don't trust this team. Not only I like the under, Pete, but I wanted to get some plus money going in this game. This Sabres team, off a shutout, I don't love, but they just haven't put pucks to the net and scored any goals. This team just hasn't scored more than 3 in, 4 straight, I believe. And since their 4-0 win a while back, and I don't trust them. Boston, I love this defense. I took the under 2.5 goals for the Sabres, plus 115. I'm on it there, and I because right away last night I looked at just the under in the game, but I like the Sabres team total under 2.5 plus 115.
Yeah, I mean that jibes with my leans would be Boston and the under. Levi is supposed to be in goal for Buffalo, so maybe that makes me a little bit nervous with the under. I think I'm definitely leaning Boston, and I think I'm just going to stick with the first period. Let's see what and I will make that official. I'll just take the Pinnacle line minus 134. Boston first period money line minus 134. Let's see. Nate Dogg. Yeah, you can't believe I missed putting my pick in 2 weeks for the Cappers contest. Now I'm down 10 games. Yeah, it's so funny how life is.
What happened? You forgot, Pete? What's going on?
Yeah, he forgot to put it. And that's just how life goes. The most important thing in life, people are like intelligence, effort, resilience. No, the most important thing in life is just friggin' showing up. The people who show up have a massive edge over the people who don't. And then after that, all the other things matter. But so many people just don't show up, and that's it. You're done. Yeah, I hear you. And there's nothing really you can say. It's like, yeah, you should have showed up. All right, shout out to Nate Dogg. Sorry to hear that. Kelly McGinnis likes Boston on the puck line, and Rocco Rogers says price on Habs is absurd. I thought that too. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to take Boston first period minus 134. Connor Mack's going to take the Buffalo. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, nothing. I'm on that under. Just a few other things. Tuck's still out for the Sabres. And Bruins, 26, the last 26 times in Buffalo are 20-6 Bruins. So they really owned them even there in Buffalo.
I mean, Buffalo, I'm tempted also to take the Buffalo first period team total under at plus money. If you're looking for a plus money way to bet on this game, we're obviously both seeing it the same way. That's a little bit putting too fine a point on it, getting too cute. But still, I'm thinking that maybe, Boston first period just to shut out the Bruins. To shut out Buffalo. I just don't love doing something like that with a team that's already off a shutout loss. But when Boston's doing what they do it well, right?
They do, yes. Yeah, I agree.
All right, I will. I'll double up. I'll be a little bit risky here. I'll also add on Buffalo Sabres no-go first period plus 139. That's the current line at Pinnacle. First period.
I like that.
Under. Yeah, I mean if it loses, okay, but you're getting a nice plus money line there, plus 139. Buffalo first period team total under half. No goal first period plus 139. So I'm doubling up a little bit on this. On this opinion, but we're both seeing it the same way. All right, next game, Connor Mack, Pittsburgh and Columbus. All right, now Pittsburgh is off that shutout win against Buffalo. 4 straight wins now after a long run of losing. Columbus, overall they've been close, but they've now lost 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Now they're back home. Columbus, they're a very strong over team on the road, very strong under team actually at home. 6 out of their 8 home games have gone under. On the road, they go over. Columbus has been losing, but again, they've come close. So I was thinking, I don't know, do I dare take Columbus plus 1.5 or plus 2 maybe? I don't know. This is a tough one. I guess I'd be leaning under. And I don't know. Can you lean Columbus at that line, considering that they've lost 9 out of 10, and Pittsburgh, expected to be good, is now starting to dominate. I guess I'll pass on this one. What do you think, Connor? Anything on this one?
Yeah, here at home, he likes home a lot better. Pete, like you mentioned, behind the pipes, our guy Elvis, who's going to be in a lot better. And years ago, I used to take unders 4 or 5 years ago just to the bank with this Columbus team. Now, you mentioned on the road, they really give it up. A little bit better at home. Pittsburgh finally rolling. What did they won? 4 or 5? They won 3 or 4 on that West Coast trip, that looked great. And it was the defense that started to look better. What I mean, Pete? Because they were getting beat pretty bad, like 5-2, 4-3, 6-3 before that trip out west. But one thing, the offense is humming with the Penguins. And even at home, this Jackets team's just not very good, and they give up goals. I'm looking at Penguins. I haven't bet this yet. Penguins team total over 3.5. It's right around -120. I just think they get to 4 tonight on this Blue Jackets team, even at home.
And in the meantime, there has been about a 15-cent move in favor of Pittsburgh. First line I saw was in the the mid +140s for Columbus. Now it's all the way up to 161 at Pinnacle. So a 15-cent move in favor of Pittsburgh, which does make sense to me. But again, I'm going to hold off here. My lean might actually be to the Columbus team total under, which would probably be 2.5 at plus money. But I'm going to hold off. Quickly glance the comment section. Yeah, and then Philly Eagle Flyer. Shout out to Philly Eagle Flyer. That Robert Franklin likes Pens. Billy Friedrich, Merzlikins confirmed. Yep, Nate Dogg leaning over. And Philly Eagle Flyer, Pens money line, and over 5.5. And he says Pens, Vegas, Bruins, best looks on the card. I would definitely agree with Bruins.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to move on it, Pete. I'm going to move on their team total 3.5, -120 for the Pens.
Okay, what are you? You're getting -120?
Yep.
Quote the book that you're seeing that at?
I got it just a few minutes ago.
Okay, sure.
That's fine. But I can call it. That and I got William Hill Caesars open here. I got a few.
Okay.
I got Circa.
Great.
That was DraftKings, I believe.
Awesome. All right, so next game on the card. Here we go. The Montreal line. Someone earlier in the comments section said that the Montreal line looks a little bit absurd. And looking at how these teams have been doing pretty much all year long, why should Montreal be a home dog here? Calgary's on a road trip. They lost the first 2 games of the road trip, but overall they've been bad. Montreal got blasted by Vancouver in their last game, but they had 2 nice big dog wins in a row before that. And in general, Montreal kind of a middling team. Not sure why they should be a pretty decent-sized home dog to a team that's struggling in the way Calgary is, unless you think that Calgary is, significantly better and on the cusp of turning it around. But I was got to be thinking Montreal full game and maybe even a bit more so first period. I know that Jacob Markstrom was out for Calgary, but when he was in, they were still losing. Why should Montreal be a home dog here?
I don't get it. I'm on the Habs here. In this game, I got to take them as dogs here. They've had great record too against this Flames team over the last year and a half. I think they've won 5 in a row. Close games though, Pete. Those ones, a lot of 2-1s, 3-2s, 4-2s. But I think they get it done. I think Allen. I'd rather have him here at home and at this price. Calgary. As our guy Ghoster, he'll be back on Tuesday. So I just don't buy him. I know they played a little bit better of late and won a little bit, but I don't trust this team, especially on the road. So give me Montreal here.
Yeah. And as far as the line moves are concerned, there's actually been a tiny but non-zero line move in favor of Calgary. About a 5-cent move, actually. First line I saw was looking at 127 or so. Now it's up to +132 at Pinnacle. All right, I'm gonna take a shot with Montreal. I'm just gonna take the first period though. I'll take the Pinnacle line +119. The Habs first period money line +119. I don't quite understand the line. Don't quite understand the move. That's bad, but we'll see what the move is by the time the puck drops. I know Markstrom's going to be back. It's great. I mean, that's good, but is that big of a deal though? They were losing with him. Let's look at the comments section. Let's see. Philly Eagle Flyer likes both teams to score in the first period. That's an interesting take there. Nate Dogg leaning Montreal. Ian Schraber on the Avs as well. All right. hopefully I'm not doing something bad here, but I'm going to take a shot with Montreal.
I think it's worth it.
Go ahead.
Pete, I think it's worth it as a dog here, and the best price I can get, circa plus 135. I'll take it here.
Okay, yeah, take that one. Not a good sign that as of right now, Circa has the best price. But again, we don't know where this line will move.
That is normally, yeah. But hey, sometimes you're on a dog. I'm on a dog here.
No, but there's definitely market manipulation in the NHL. That's for sure. So we'll see. Could be a head fake, but let's move on. All right, Vegas, Washington, next game on the card. Someone earlier said that Vegas is a good play here. Yeah, I mean, Vegas great this year. Then they had 2 losses, and they blasted San Jose in their last game. And Washington turned a corner. Right, they're back home after 2 nice road wins in the New York area, and they've actually now won 6 out of 8. Before that, they had been losing. Vegas is a decent-sized road favorite here. I'm not sure what to think. How much better is Vegas than Washington? I guess I would have a slight lean to Vegas and maybe a slight lean to the under, but probably going to be a pass unless I see or hear something that changes my mind. What do you think, Connor Mack?
I think of this years ago. This was, Vegas, the first cup they went to, and lost here to the Capitals. Just totally different teams here now. And Vegas has really owned them as of late, even in Washington, where they used to go there, and struggle a little bit on the East. It's just been too easy. Yeah, why is this line not higher? Billy just put it in the chat. I don't get it. It seems like this Caps team's just putting everything, kind of together, just with glue right now. You know what I mean? They're banged up. A lot of older guys. They are at home. This is a game I just crossed. I'm off here. I don't want either side. I don't want the Caps. Yeah, look at the injury here. We all know Backstrom, Mantha. Man, it is bad here for the Caps. So, but fishy line though in this game. I'm just going to stay off. The Knights, Pete, have treated me. I think maybe I'm 6-1 with them. I finally had a loss, but they've just been money for me on the puck line. I've stayed off a little bit as of late. They've lost a couple, like you talked about. So I'm just going to be off this one.
All right, you want to hear something interesting, Connor Mack? Check this out. Washington Capitals, no goal first period, plus 129 at Pinnacle. Washington Capitals, again, I'm going to do another one of these. Team total under a half, because there's all sorts of shenanigans that can happen if you take like a full game, 2.5 at plus money. It's like all of a sudden people start scoring in the third period or it goes to overtime or whatever. But I'm going to take no goal from Washington. First period at plus 129, current line at Pinnacle. What do you think of that?
I love it.
Not bad, right?
I took a few of those. I love the first period looks on those too, Pete. Like you're just get out that good plus money. I like it.
Yeah. Let's glance at the comment section. I think I got a nice one there. Let's see there. Yeah, Vegas met with Biden yesterday. So how does that? Yeah, they went to the White House. So does that mean they'll be complacent here, or I don't know. But Bo Jackson likes Caps first period. That means he thinks they're going to score. Philly Eagle Flyers is 4-1 Vegas type game. Yeah, I mean I'd be leaning Washington team total under for sure. But yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm just going to take the first period. But I'm also leaning full game under. But yeah, I will.
So am I. Pete.
Yeah.
In this game. That's 6.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, nothing. I was just looking at the 6, that under as well.
Yeah, very, very tempting. I'll probably have a small bet on that one, but I'm going to hold off for now. All right, let's move on. Connor Mack, Arizona, Dallas. This is an interesting one. Arizona beat Nashville 7-5 in their last game, right? A high-scoring game, got the win. Generally not bad, a team with some life to them, 50-50-ish in general. Dallas won all 3 of their games on a 3-game trip. Now they're back home. If we want to fade Arizona after that, it's tempting to take them. A big price here. Dallas is good, but I was thinking, Dallas has been excellent overall this year so far. I was thinking maybe under, maybe first period under, maybe Arizona first period. Dallas obviously a huge favorite here. What do you think?
I think it's for a reason, though. Ottinger's been excellent. The Yotes have been all right on the road so far this year. But Dallas has really owned them in this matchup. And there's been a few of these games, because I look at this under as well. You go right to it here, Pete. They've had a little bit high-scoring games in the past. But like I said, Ottinger's been so good. So has the defense. The one thing is Stars, I want to take them puck line. They've just a team that's consistently not got it done for me. They just win 3-2, 2-1 for me too much. Where if this was Vegas, another team at home, I'd just take them puck line and go on next. They've just been a team that hasn't gotten it done for me. But I like this under. I just worry we kind of get Arizona just hasn't been great. We could get a 5-2 game here.
Yeah, we could get a 5-2 game, but I'm going to take the under. I do like it. Again, I'll just use the Pinnacle line, 6.5 minus 117. I'm going to make that official. That was what I was going to do. And again, if it loses, that will be fine. But I'm going to take Dallas, Arizona under 6.5 minus 117 is the current line at Pinnacle. And God, I would love to take a shot with the first period under as well at 1.5 at plus money, or even two. At minus 162. I mean, that's a high line. You think there's going to be three? Is there any way there's 3 goals in the first period in this one, Connor Mack? If so, it'll come from Dallas.
It will, yeah. If it does, it's going to come from Dallas. You're right. I'm interested in that under as well. I'm going to wait on it, but I like it.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to go nuts there. Although I would love to take a shot with the first period under 2 at minus 162. I'll just take the full game. And as far as let's see what if there's been any line moves here. Yeah, not really as far as the side is concerned. I mean, total has gotten bet up a little bit. It was 6 juice to the over earlier. Now it's up to 6.5. But let's see what the comment section has to say about this. Yeah, Billy Friedrich says Montembeault confirmed in net for Habs. That's not good. We'll see. Philly Eagle Flyer says I don't trust Dallas at home. All right, I'll stick with Billy Friedrich says Yotes first period plus 150. Dallas, one of the worst first period teams. I was thinking about that as well. I was thinking about just taking a shot with Arizona first period at a big line, or even the Dallas no goal in the first period plus 200. Holy crap! I'm hearing silence from you, Connor Matt. Right? It's man. I want to take a shot with Arizona plus 153 on the first period. I guess I should hold off though. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. You there, Connor Mack?
Can't hear you, Connor.
Oh, I'm on mute.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to our guy, Nutflush. I like that, especially the 2-1. You mentioned, Pete, you know me. I love plus money.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Stars team total 130. It's right about there, which I don't mind. And I think they get there.
For the under. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I think like I said, they're going to get the goals in this game. That's why it's just tough for me. It's just I'm leaning to this under. We'll see what the Yotes can do here in Dallas. Yeah. They just haven't been great.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking maybe the Arizona team total one is worth a shot. But I'll just go with the full game under. Might have been a mistake now seeing that Nutflush Allen's leaning to one of the team total overs. All right, next game on the card, Anaheim, Nashville. This is a tough one. I think it's going to be a pass for me. We'll see if you got anything on it, Connor Mack. Anaheim, of course, beat San Jose in their last game, lost 2 before that, but they had won 6 in a row before that. So, they're a team that, once again, getting a little bit disrespected by the market, maybe. Nashville lost in that high-scoring game to Arizona in their last game. Their first game now back from a trip. Before that, though, they were pretty good at home. They had won 3 out of 5 at home. Just a high line. I guess I want to lean Nashville, but at the line, I'd be actually leaning Anaheim. Maybe I'll pass. What do you think about Anaheim, Nashville?
This one was tough for me. I think you play the Ducks or stay off. This price is just too big for the Preds for me to play, even though at home, this is where they play their better hockey in Nashville. And you have Gibson and Saros for sure here. That's basically what I have. Okay. Yeah. And Ducks feisty. This was the circle question that I was going through this morning. Like, do I really want to make a move on the Ducks? I got a lot of bets today beating all these sports. Yeah. And a lot of the NHL already. But I think that's the way to go. Preds win. I don't want them at this price, though. I just can't take it.
They are feisty, though, Anaheim.
Yeah, they are. I kind of want like a first period. Sometimes, though, they explode, Pete. I don't know the period. They go off. Sometimes it's just like the third. They get 3 goals, But maybe first period shot with them.
I don't really like the spot for them, but like the line is just so big. How can they be this big of a dog against that team? Let's see comments here. Let's see. Yeah, Nate Dogg likes Anaheim and the over 6. Philly Eagle Flyer likes the Ducks plus 1.5. Nutflush Allen having a good time in the comment section. Nutflush, if I do anything that you think is ill-advised in your opinion, please let me know. Please let me know. Probably he would disagree with the under that I took on Dallas, Arizona full game. But Johnny K says Ducks letdown spot. All right, I'm going to hold off on that one. Line seems a little bit high, but I'm going to pass. All right, moving on. Connor Mack, Tampa Bay, St. Louis. Okay, Tampa Bay off a shutout loss to Carolina, lost 5 out of the last 7, so they're struggling, right? St. Louis went into Colorado, blasted them 8-2 at Colorado last game. Now they've won 4 of 5. Now they come back and they're a small home dog. Tampa Bay's been struggling. Last Tuesday, I really liked the Tampa Bay first period play. Didn't pull the trigger on it officially in this show. Of course, it won easily, and I regretted it. Feeling the same way here. Tampa Bay has been really struggling, but I'm thinking Tampa Bay first period worth a shot as a small favorite. What do you take on this game? An interesting one. Has St. Louis turned a significant corner here?
I don't know if it's like the full, but for right now, they have. And they had finally an offensive explosion scoring those 8 goals that game. I go back. I think this is, Pete, what you had last week, and you don't want them full game, is look Lightning just early, and that's it. Yeah. I don't trust them full game. They're giving up a ton of goals. On the flip side, this Blues team's more been an under team all year here at home, but they can get loose and give some up. The Lightning overs have just cashed for me, kind of all year long. I think I've done on them 3 times, 3-0, or maybe 4-0. We got a few guys out. Who's out here? Kucherov, he's got an illness. There's a few others for the Lightning that could be out.
I think he's supposed to be back, though. I had him circled as back.
I have him questionable. Yeah. I mean, so it's maybe a go this early. I don't know if we'll know for sure. But yeah, I leaned over, and if you like Lightning, I go first period. Minus the half, because I don't want them full game. Not the way they've been playing.
Yeah. All right, I will make that an official play. I'll take the Pinnacle line. Tampa Bay first period minus 123. And yeah, as far as the total is concerned, Binnington is going to be in. I mean, he's pretty good, right?
Binnington. I've had he's kind of fallen off, and then he's played better, I thought, to start this year. But what do we get from Binnington? I don't know. It's always
I want to take a shot with Tampa Bay to score a goal in the first period as well at minus 200. It's a big favorite. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm going
to look at that Tampa, Pete, as well. I might take them first period, or even minus a half here.
Yeah, I hear you. Let me see. Nate Dogg says Kucherov to score. That's interesting. Robert Frank likes Blues regulation. Nutflesh says Binnington can give it up.
Oh yeah.
Another. Go ahead.
I said, oh yeah. As good as he can stand on his head, he can give it up.
Well, Jackson likes the first period over at 1.5.
Okay.
Thinking what I want to do here. Looking at everything. Yeah, first period. It's very tempting. Hold on one second. Yeah. All right, I'll just stick with. I won't over try to put too much on. I'll take Tampa Bay first period minus 123 as an official play. Should be a bounce back spot from Tampa Bay, at least offensively. All right, moving on. New Jersey and Winnipeg. Right, the Devils have now lost 3 of 4. They lost their last game as a huge favorite to Washington. Still no Hischier and Jack Hughes, both still out. Winnipeg lost to Dallas in their last game after having won 3 in a row. Winnipeg is a small favorite here. Let's see if there's been any line movement that can shed. Yeah, about an 8-cent move or so in favor of Winnipeg recently. And also, I wanted to mention that there's been a significant move in favor of Nashville, about a 15-point move in their favor from opening. So that's pretty telling right there. This game, small move in favor of Winnipeg. And the total hasn't moved much. It's a 6.5. Not sure as of right now. I want to pass on it. I guess it's without Hughes still. Maybe look to fade New Jersey one more time and take Winnipeg as a small favorite. I don't know. What do you think here?
That's what I was looking at. I think he just right now until he's back, Pete. I think you just fade him, especially maybe until they may get back home. I don't love him here against the Jets. Jets have been good and bad for me at times betting them. They can look really, really great in the offense. Schauffele, Connor look really good. And Hallebuck can look really good, and he can get, lit up. But I like them here a little bit, this spot with them at home. This is one I think you kind of go -1 or even puck line to get a good plus line. I was thinking about. I just wanted to hear what you heard. And I think you lean over in this match. The Devils just giving up goals. I don't trust them. And, the offense a little bit has cooled off with no Hughes.
Yeah.
Where they started out red hot. But I lean over in the Jets here.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'm going to personally pass on this one. It's interesting. Yeah. It should be. Hold on. Let me see. Schmid is expected for New Jersey, and he's been. He can give them up. In fact, I don't think he's ever had a game where he hasn't given up at least 4. Right. So maybe the Winnipeg team total over is a no-brainer play, or is that just a super trap?
Yeah, what's that at? The 3.5?
Yeah, I like a standard 3.5. It's like, oh man, 3.5. Oh, a plus money though. Very tempting there.
That is.
I'm going to hold off though. Let's glance at the comment section. Huge shout out to Ricky Vaughn. Jay Ryan rolled SBR chat. Huge shout out to Ricky Vaughn and Mally Mal in the comment section. Hell yeah. Let me see. All right. The Eagle Flyer says first period, both teams to score, over, and draw sprinkles. Full game over. All right. I will. Nufflesh Allen with another. Let's see what he has to say. If you like Tampa Bay for now, at this scoring pace for Tampa Bay, use the team total over and walk away. If you like Tampa Bay for now.
Yeah,
he could. Maybe he's thinking and also you shouldn't like him for now. But if you do, take the team total over. No, if he thought it was a bad move, he would let us know. Nate Dogg liking the over in the Winnipeg game. I'm going to hold off on that one. Maybe I'll have a bet by the time puck drops. But all right, next game on the NHL card is the San Jose game. Right, Florida 4 straight wins, although 3 of those were close as a huge favorite. And San Jose did get the 2 wins, right, at home. Then they go on the road, get absolutely blown out again. Florida's a big favorite here. San Jose obviously is a team that, in spots where they're not going to bring it all, is a great fade, even on puck lines, even with -2 lines or whatever. In games where they're gonna try to bring it, then maybe you want to look to time a bet on them. I don't know here. 2 huge road losses for them. Now they're back home. Are they going to come back? And before they finally got their win, they were getting blown out at home as well. Florida has not. They've been winning, but as a big favorite, they have not been dominating really. So that makes me nervous. I guess I'm going to hold off for now. What do you think about this one? Florida, massive favorite.
Yeah, Florida, massive favorite. They kind of beat up always on these Sharks. You know what's the crazy? I was going through a lot of trends in this one, Pete, is the Sharks are just after a loss where they give up 3 or 4, they're 9-1 to the under. Versus the Atlantic, they're 8-1. Just a ton of things. Versus the East, the last 7, they're 6-1 to the under. Just a whole lot of under trends. And these are 2 teams that it's not easy to take the under. And their games, like I talked about, even last year, a lot of 3-1. Stuff like that, 4-1 games where the Panthers won. Panthers just haven't been great on the power play, but this team's been the best 5-on-5, in hockey, really. Their penalty kill hasn't been great either, but they're one of the top teams right now, 5-on-5 going on, and it's working out for them. They win here, huge price though.
Yeah,
you have to look at. I don't want to lay that, but I'd lean under. There's a lot of stuff that's pointing to this under, but it's not easy to take with a Sharks team that's, Blackwood's in net. We know what he can do. Hey, Pete, you shocked the world. And
I shot last week. I before San Jose had won, I took San Jose on the first period as a decent sized dog, and I said I'm going to shock the world with that pick, and I did. But then I also shocked the viewers of this show by having all my other NHL plays lose on that card. So I shocked the world with my San Jose pick, and then shocked myself with having a big losing day in NHL. It's 3 losers. But all right, and this one, not a shock, a massive line move in favor of Florida, despite the huge home dog line, a 30-cent move in favor of Florida. First line I saw was in the 210s. Now it's in the 240s for San Jose. And it is tempting to take, team total under for San Jose, because even the one game that they did win, still they only got 2 goals. So, man, San Jose getting 3 goals is a big ask for this team. They've only done it twice all year long. That is very tempting, isn't it?
That is. I wish it was a little bit better. What do you have? What price do you have, Pete? 130?
Minus 110. No, on the team total. Yeah, minus 111 at Pinnacle.
Under 2.5? Okay. I
Yeah.
see a 120 here, a 130. Okay, that's a good number then. Under 2.5 Sharks team total.
Yeah, I'm just worried that, they got a couple wins at home. They got some life back to them, and I'm going to hold off. Let's quickly glance at the comment section. Deshaun likes the over. Let me see. Robert Frank likes Sharks team total under 2.5. Deshaun G likes Sharks first period money line. Well, that only has to cash, 1/3 of the time for that to be a good bet. Let's see what the line is there. Money line for no, plus 177 at Pinnacle. So yeah, it's a little bit lower there. Yeah. All right. I'll probably have a bunch more bets by the time all these games start. But as of right now, I'll leave it where it is. Let's review our official plays. Connor Mack. I gave Boston Bruins first period money line minus 134 and the Buffalo Sabres first period no goal plus 139. I took Montreal first period plus 119. Washington no goal first period plus 129. Arizona Dallas under 6.5 minus 117. That might not be the best play. Not Flush Allen hinting that he likes the Dallas team total over. And I took a shot with Tampa Bay first period money line minus 123. Those are my official plays in NHL as of right now. Connor Mack, what are your official plays? Please review for us.
Yeah, Sabres team total under 2.5 plus 115. Penguins team total over 3.5 minus 120. The Habs full game plus 135. And I might join you, Pete, on the first period there if I can get plus 120.
Yeah.
And last, the leans. We talked about Ducks, the Lightning there, first period. I might just take them there or even minus the half. Maybe split that bet in that one. And then leaning the Jets, minus 1.5.
Yeah. And
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. You're going to go. You'll be right back? Where are you going? Connor Mack, oh, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone here. All right. Jose Bouquet, why don't you come? I'll tell you, Jose Bouquet, things I'm thinking about. Just things I'm thinking about as far as the NHL leans. I'm sorry, go ahead.
This is short. Tell me it all.
I'm really honestly thinking about taking the Jackets in some way, if not on the money line, if maybe on the plus 1.5 line. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I'll just be honest that's the way I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm also thinking about the Coyotes, but that might be a mistake, and I don't know if I'm going to do that. And because of the way the line has moved, unless it proves to be market manipulation, I might take a shot with the Preds as well. Figure out some way to do that. And as far as totals are concerned, let me see what we got here. Caps and Knights definitely leaning under. Flames and Canadians also leaning under. Thinking about that. Bruins Sabres, obviously, we talked about that leaning under, and I'll probably have a play on that as well. Yeah, Lightning and Blues, and Stars Coyotes. I took that one under. And Panthers, Sharks leaning over, despite everything that Connor Mack had to say. All right, let's look at the comment. Those are leans that I'm thinking about. Lean. Oh, here we go. Not Flush Allen. I have to bounce in and out, but definitely be on Toledo team total over and full game over. All right, that's college football. I will copy and paste that. Thank you so much. Not Flush Allen. Hope everything's going okay for you in your life. Let's see. Other comments coming in here. Yeah, Philly Eagle Flyer says Sharks play to unders and Panthers suck on the road. I would still be leaning over a little bit in that game, but I'm probably there you go, Perky Sanders in the third in the comments section. Okay, you want to move on to Jose Bouquet?
Sure. I have a random question to ask you, though, Pete.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you have a bet that you've made in the last few years that just sticks out, for a positive or negative reason, just a random bet that comes to mind that you've made that you just like, fuck, that bet was awesome or whatever for whatever reason?
I can't even remember the bets I made yesterday, Jose Bouquet. You'll see when you're older, it's not necessarily that your memory gets worse. It's that you've had so much shit happen in your life. You've seen so much shit that you just can't fucking remember any of it. How many bets? I've made fucking 200,000 bets in my life. I can't remember fucking what I bet yesterday. Although if I see the card, it'll spark my memory. Sorry to disappoint you, Jose Bouquet. The answer to that, unfortunately, is going to have to be no. Although if you put the cards in front of me, yeah, I'm sure many would come to mind. Many it would jar my memory. Good question, though, Jose Bouquet. I'll think about it and maybe I'll answer it in the next video. Excellent question, though, Jose Bouquet. All right, you ready, Connor Mack?
I'm ready. Sorry, a lot of stuff going on. Plumber guy here. Sorry, fucking.
That's the plumber guy who he likes. All right.
Hey, yeah. Well, no, he's ripping me off, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
like they do.
That means he's a positive EV guy. Now I want to know even more what he likes. Even more what he likes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want some guy who's like, oh, you can just have all my money, and I also like Ball State. No, fuck that. I'm about the opposite of that. All right, Connor Mack, you want to Nutflesh Allen told us he likes the Toledo team total over and the full game over. So let's do college football right now, okay, Connor?
College football, okay.
Yeah. All right, so first game on the card in college football, Toledo and Bowling Green. Of course, Bowling Green is a big dog. They were about a 10-point dog. Let me pull up the college football sheet so we can see where the lines have moved. Hold on. All right, there we go. Slight move in favor of Toledo. Actually, it's now up to 10.5 at Pinnacle. Total is 50.5. That's gone down a teeny bit. Connor Mack, Nutflesh Allen says he likes the over and the Toledo team total over. Toledo, of course, crushed Eastern Michigan. Earlier in the year, they were clearly overvalued, but they're the class of the MAC, and they have now covered 3 in a row. Not by a mile, though. They were close covers, but they're no longer one of these teams that, like Tulane or whatever, that's just winning every game straight up and losing every game. ATS. Toledo's covered 3 in a row. Bowling Green blasted Kent State, so they're good, but there may be a little bit of a fraud here or a mirage, from an illusion because of the competition that they've played. They have a good defense against the pass, but against the running game, they get gashed. And Toledo can kind of do it all really well. It is also, a rematch of last year's Glass Bowl. It's the Glass Bowl, right? And Bowling Green won that one. It was a high-scoring, tense game, and Bowling Green wound up pulling it out in the end. So presumably, and Daquan Finn for Toledo's quarterback didn't play in that one, so presumably there's some revenge there. Toledo has already clinched everything that they need to clinch this year, but they're still playing for that, presumably. And so, Toledo's a big road favorite. I really don't know what to make of this one, but if Nutflesh Allen likes the Toledo team total over so much, maybe I'll tail it. You got anything on this one, Connor Mack?
I do have something in this game. You hit it right there, Pete. Like, what does Toledo have to play for really in this game?
Well, they have revenge in the Glass Bowl from last year. I guess for postseason positioning, right? For bowl positioning, I guess, right?
Yeah, I just think I don't want Toledo on the road. Maybe I get team total. They should be able to score here on Bowling Green, but I think Bowling Green's going to hang in this game at home. I'm on the 10.5 here with Bowling Green. I think their defense is pretty good. The numbers of Bowling Green, I think that keeps them in this game. I know they're decent on the ground, and on the flip side, they can run it, and they're going to have to here. Toledo's run defense, not the best. I think Bowling Green can run it. Bazelak, he's not my favorite quarterback. He's been able to get it done, here with Bowling Green. We know who Toledo is. They're the better team all around, but I think this number over the touchdown was too much. Now we got over 10 in this matchup. Bowling Green, winners of 4 straight? 5 of 6. They're at home. Big time night game. I'm on them. Plus 10.5.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. It's just now Toledo they do seem a little bit scared. Although you're right, they're two big wins that came in the last 2 weeks were both at home over a pretty chintzy team. So they just steamrolled these guys that they could steamroll. Yeah, now they're going up against a tougher team, and I think I'm leaning over. I think I agree with even though both teams have quality defenses for the MAC, last year's game was very high scoring, and I think we're going to see the same here. I think I'm leaning over as well. And you know what? I will make that one for now an official play. It's 50.5 minus 108. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I'll take Toledo Bowling Green over 50.5 minus 108. Current line at Pinnacle. Again, Nutflesh Allen really liking the Toledo team total over. and the over on the game. Connor Mack, like in Bowling Green, getting all those points. Yeah, so if it is a high-scoring, close game, the Toledo team total over and the over will cash easily. The Bowling Green plus the points is probably a nice play. We might have nailed this one, Connor Mack. I don't know. We'll see. I'll stick with the over, though, as an official play. Connor Mack, like in Bowling Green, at plus 10.5. We'll glance to the comment section, and then we'll move on. Trap God likes the over, 50.5. 50.5. Here you go. Okay. And Perky Sanderson, Toledo by 6 points. It's easy money. Okay. Not sure what Billy Friedrich says 10.5 is too many. And not Flesh Allen. Yeah. Full game over. Okay. The Drug Monkey RX. Shout out to Drug Monkey RX. He says these teams hate each other. Yeah, it is a big rivalry. For real. Okay, great to see everyone in the comment section. Chang Kim asking, hey, homies, Mac and Loshak, can I get your top play? One each, any sport at the end of the show, please. I'm going to drop 200 on it. A lot of money, but okay. I like the Mac attack and Loshak combo, of course. Chang Kim, we're going to do that, Connor Mac. You give your top play. I'll give my top play. And he's going to drop 200 on it. Pressure's there, but that's okay.
Top guys.
Yeah, you ready? Yeah.
Top
All right. Absolutely. Next game, let's talk about Akron and Eastern Michigan. Another one, interesting one, right? Akron shut out at Miami of Ohio last week. Their season is pretty much over. They do have one more game at home. That comes next week. Eastern Michigan blown out at Toledo last week, which is, a little bit forgivable. Eastern Michigan is not a good team. We know that. So they have a road game against a team that's, again, the class of the MAC. So I think we can give them a pass on that. They had a nice run of 4 straight ATS wins before that. So I was thinking that it's likely to be a relatively low total, relatively low scoring game, and I'd like Eastern Michigan here. I believe Eastern Michigan is still technically bowl eligible, so they want to win for that. And again, they're just at home after a big loss, playing a team that is weak on the road and not playing for anything. So I was thinking Eastern Michigan at -4, but the line seemed a little bit low, and now I'm seeing 3.5, and the 3.5 is juiced to Akron, Connor Mack. Now that again also could be a little market manipulation, a little bit of a head fake there, but surprised to wake up and see this line movement where it is. 3.5 juiced to Akron, Connor Mack.
I know, but I get it. This is just a game that I'm really not pumped to bet the side, really, Pete. Do you want to lay points? You want to lay points with Eastern Michigan right now?
Do I want to lay points with Eastern Michigan?
Over a field goal?
At home against Akron, and you're talking about just 3 points?
Yeah, if you have 3, but not the hook, I wouldn't love the hook there.
You want to take just 3 points with Akron on the road? I'll hit you back with that.
No. So I don't want anything here. And that's why I just don't want Eastern Michigan as a favorite. You talk about both these teams have been horrible on the road. Now Eastern Michigan has played well at home. This is where they play their best football. They have for years. They're 4-1, and Akron 0-6 on the road. Yeah, you just have to lay points with Eastern Michigan. I think you just take a money line if you'd rather gobble up the juice, because I'm just scared of a team like that laying points. But you're right. They do need wins. They probably get one tonight, to be bowl eligible. I don't trust Akron. I thought this game could get over a little bit. The defense, Eastern Michigan's defense, I think Akron can maybe score. It's hard to trust these quarterbacks. I talk about it, like Undercuffler, not good. Both these quarterbacks, not good. Smith, I've heard he had 86 yards last week. Passing, it can be tough. But I thought this game could get over, that it was just a little too low. We have good weather, 45 degrees for right now, November there.
Should I go against should I go against the market move here and shock the world once again 2 weeks in a row by going against obvious market movement? It was either sharp action or market manipulation. You know what? I will do it. I don't like, again, even Akron is off a shutout loss, so that's not good. And yeah, they got a home game, but teams like Akron, at the end of their season, when it's a lost season, sometimes they try in every game, just looking for any, place to get a little bit of respectability. But I will, Eastern Michigan's awful off a big loss. I'll take them. I'll take -3, -119. That's the current line at Pinnacle. Eastern Michigan, -3, -119. Current line at Pinnacle. I have no explanation for the market move. Let's see if anyone in the comments section does. Nutflesh Allen says, I feel like this Akron total is way too low. Yeah, it's interesting shit. Let's see. Oh, Ron Crawford. Shout out to Ron Crawford. NHL spreadsheet, play of the day.
There you go.
There you go. I'm on Tampa Bay first period money line. And also, I wanted to take a shot with the Tampa Bay first period goal. But yeah, with Binnington, it's a little bit iffy. But great to see that it's roughly in line with some bets that I've made. Spreadsheet play of the day, Tampa Bay minus 135. And that does make sense. Huge shout out to Ron Crawford. Thank you so much for everything you do for us, Ron Crawford. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let me see. Other comments. All right. I am going to take a shot with Eastern Michigan. If it loses, that's okay. Last game in action, Western Michigan and Northern Illinois. Classic game where you have an obvious play based on recent performance and momentum, ATS and straight up. But the question is that going to continue? Do you want to bet into that, or do you want to bet into something turning? What the hell is that? Hold on a second. Western Michigan pounded Central Michigan, and they've been great ATS, right? Northern Illinois lost to Ball State last week, and you had that one, Connor Mack, didn't you? You had Ball State as one of your picks last week. That makes 3 straight bad ATS losses for Northern Illinois, and now Northern Illinois is a home favorite. Northern Illinois was supposed to be one of the best teams in the MAC this year. They have playmakers on offense, but it just hasn't happened, and they seem like a team that's kind of defeated right now. Western Michigan is the opposite. They got some life to them. They're playing well. They're getting results, and they're covering. And really, I guess it's just unless you have some inside information, it's just an educated guess, and whether that's likely to continue or whether it's a good time to buy low, sell high on the respective teams. What do you think, Connor Mack?
Yeah, I do not want Northern Illinois here as a favorite. I think Western Michigan will be able to run the football, right at them all game long in this game. I'm close. I haven't bet this yet, but I've been leaning to Western Michigan since yesterday when I was going over it. Northern Illinois at home here. Rocky Lombardi hasn't been good, at quarterback in this one. They are desperate for a win. You mentioned the 2 straight losses, 3 ATS. They haven't been great against the number in this one. Western Michigan hasn't been good on the road, but they've covered, 7-3 this year. I lean them in the points here, Pete. We got a high total. I think there's going to be points. Western Michigan doesn't have a great defense. Northern Illinois should be able to score on them, but man, I'm leaning Western Michigan here.
Yeah,
Tell me you like it.
It seems like Western Michigan or nothing, although, the Northern Illinois was in that spot against Central Michigan. It's like Northern Illinois or nothing. But we were like, no, we like Central Michigan. And, of course, Central Michigan wound up steamrolling him, saturated, making fun of me, saying just beat up his laptop on his actual lap, or am I just on a roller coaster? No, it's not on it's on a friggin' table, okay, but it's a inexpensive table. The floors aren't the most even floors I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, there's some bouncing around when I do this show, saturated. That's good. You got good shticks. They're saturated. That was funny. Please keep it up. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's got to be Western Michigan or nothing. Nate Dogg leans over. Robert Frank Wolpen bought it for WMU. Yeah, everything is pointing in that direction. I'm going to hold off though. It just makes me a little bit nervous because Northern Illinois does have playmakers. They should have been better this year. And at this point in the year, I'm just going to hold off. I'm probably overthinking it, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to hold off. Are you making Western Michigan official, Connor Mack?
Not right now. I want to look at a few more things, but I think I'm going to move on them. I just want to go over a couple other things. I think I'm going to pull the trigger with them +5.
All right, we're about to move on to NBA, but let's review. Once again, college football, Toledo Bowling Green over 50.5 minus 108. That's one of my picks, mostly tailing Nutflesh Allen on that, who likes that. And I'm also trying to shock the world for a second week in a row, going against a big market move in favor of Akron, taking Eastern Michigan -3, minus 119. 2 official picks for me in college football. Anything for you official? No, nothing, right?
Bowling Green +10.
Oh, Bowling Green, right. Sorry about right. Bowling Green plus 10.5. All right. Now let's move on to an NBA. We got a big NBA card, Connor Mack. 1 or 2 things I'm thinking about, but for the most part, I'm either going to pass or tail you guys in the comments section. I tread very lightly in the NBA in general. I hit some spots for my own capping, but mostly I leave it alone. Let's start with Miami, Charlotte, okay? Miami, of course, been rolling 3 straight up and ATS wins. Charlotte is on a blowout loss to the Knicks and 7 straight overs. They've been a huge over-trending team. And I was thinking that Miami early might be good bets. The line has gotten bet up. First line I saw was 3. Now it's up to 4.5. Total, interestingly, has dropped from 226 to 223, which is interesting because, again, Charlotte has been a dead over team for a while now. The Hornets have a big injury list. They're banged up in general. And I don't know. I was leaning Miami and over. The Miami lean has been, affirmed by the market. The over lean has been not affirmed. What do you think? Anything here, Connor?
Yeah, it has been. I haven't played their total. I was on their last under, the Pistons. That was October, 27th?
Very nice.
I don't know if I've bet on the Hornets since then. This line seems short. Miami's playing a lot better. Obviously, we have no, heroes out. Scary Terry Rozier's out in this game. Hayward's probable, it looks like. This team's just bad shooting it. The Charlotte Hornets team. I mean, almost dead last, 30% from 3. They don't have great shooters, and with them out, that's not good. And 30th in makes, only 8 a game. I don't trust them in this matchup. I think the Heat, and Charlotte, the defense has just gone to shit. Now the Heat, classic under team that I love to take, for years now, could keep this under. So I'm not going to mess with the total. This need to be bigger to even look Charlotte's way. I don't blame you. I'd be on Miami. Miami, though, always been a team laying points for them. It's just always been a struggle for me. So this was a pass.
Yeah. Saturated. Yeah, college basketball as of right now, I'm taking kind of lightly. I mean, obviously so many games, so even if you take it lightly, you can wind up with 12 bets. Ask about Illinois Marquette. Tough one. I don't like to fade Marquette in general unless I have a real good reason to. But they might. They tend to struggle against teams with size in non-conference games. That happened to them last year, and that is what Illinois is. So I guess I'd free play right now. I'd throw it on Illinois, but I'm definitely not going to bet that because I don't like to fade Marquette. I might bet it. Lean Illinois at -1.5. Not a huge lean, but that's my lean. Saturated, and that's why. All right, next game on the cover. There you go, saturated. There you go. He puts up a game there. I give him some nice thoughts with no preparation. All right, next game on the card: Atlanta, Detroit. You ready, Connor Mack? Atlanta 3 straight ATS losses, and Detroit, losing straight up, but they have covered 2 of their last 3 games, so they're a little bit too big of a dog. We saw that last year a lot, and that was one of my. Probably my best angle last year in the NBA, successfully betting Detroit in spots as a big dog. They've also been trending over Detroit. And, despite the fact that Atlanta's not a team I want to fade, I would be leaning Detroit here, full first half and maybe full game. Let's see where the line has moved. Yeah, and there's already been a move. There was 5.5 when I saw it. Now it's down to 4. And the total has dropped as well from 330 down to 226.5. Still, I guess I'd be leaning Detroit. What's your take on this one, Connor Mack, if any?
Yeah, it's at the edge. It looks like Trae Young's going through a personal thing. I don't know if he plays. Mm-hmm. He's questionable. So a few things to wait, and the Pistons have a few. You're right. Pistons as a dog, big price, have cash, and they've hung around, in some of these games as of late. But I think this number's too short. It's not that I'm rushing to the Hawks. I think you got to wait for Young in this one, but I'd lean that way. Hawks over team for me. Pistons got to try to play defense. That's just what they have to do to keep games lower scoring in this game. I just had to stay off. There was nothing I wanted here. I'd probably look at the Hawks if Young's in, but I don't really want to lay points with them on the road. They had that trip, like you mentioned, to Mexico City, then they go to Miami, lose by 8, and now head to Detroit. Not an easy spot for them, on the road. Atlanta on the road, not my favorite. It's laying points, even. Kind of a short number here with the Pistons I don't want a part of.
Yeah, I'm very, very tempted to take a shot with the Pistons first half, but I guess I will hold off. Right, let's glance at the comment section, see if anyone's got anything. Yeah, Robert Franklin likes Atlanta. Saturated says, give me Detroit +5. Okay, so disagreement in the comment section. Next game on the card, Indiana, Philly. This is the second game in a row that they have been playing each other. The first game Philly covered, and it went way over 2 days ago. Indiana covered 3 of their last 4, though, and games are mostly going over. Philly, though, only 1 ATS loss on the year. So if you expect that Indiana will come back and do better in the second game and get it covered, that will only be the second ATS loss for Philly all year. I'm not sure, and it's tempting to try to think the first game was so high scoring, now take the under, but total just seems so low. The Indiana games are just so over trending, and over is always the play there. And I don't know. I guess it's going to be a pass for me. If you gave me a free play on it, I'd throw it on the over again, but I'd probably throw it on Indiana. That's only a free play, though. Let's see if there's been any line move here. Not really. Tiny move in favor of Indy, and nothing on the total as of right now.
Yeah, Embiid's going to sit real quick on the last game. Yeah, I don't know. Trae Young's probably not going to play. Markel, it's the NBA with the injuries waiting on it. When we do this so early, is always one. And you missed the line, like people talked about. Came out 6.5. Now this has come down. There's 3.5 speed in that game, right? The Piston game.
I'm sure there are. Yeah, I'm still seeing 4 at Pinnacle, but yeah.
There's 4s, but there's a ton of 3.5s at a lot of places. Either one, it's coming out. So it's looking like he, probably isn't gonna go. Yeah, back to back here. I think if you look props in this game, you look at Halliburton in this matchup. Maxey off the 50-pointer. Just this goes over. I like the 239, but I thought I'd just stick with the 76ers here, even with the back-to-back with them. 8-1 against the number. They have got over the points against this horrible Pacers team that just can't stop a nosebleed, Pete, regularly. So, in the 140s, they get it. So I took 76ers team total over 122.5. Even without Embiid, I think they get that easily tonight.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the screen now. Saturated is right. My fucking screen is bouncing all over the place. What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna
Is it?
Yeah, it's bouncing all over
the place.
All
right.
I'm gonna drop $40 or something. I'm gonna get a rock solid stone table in some way, and I won't bounce around so much in the next. Thank you, Saturday. You're damn right. That is kind of weird. I'm just like, who gives a fuck about the table? No, it does matter. All right, it's gonna be a pass for me. Next game on the card: Orlando and the Nets. Orlando, great ATS, just 2 ATS losses on the year, coming off a blowout win over Milwaukee. Nets also awesome ATS on the year. My lean on this one would be under. The Nets were a small favorite when I saw. Total was 219. I'm going to glance now. I'm assuming the total is even lower now. And it's about 218.5. And the Nets are now a 3-point favorite. I would still be leaning under, though, at 218.5. I don't want to bet against either of these teams. Lean under, though. What do you think, Connor?
I'm right with you, Pete. I really don't want to bet against these teams. I've been either on them or nothing in this game. I've had the Magic 3 or 4 times. They've only lost 1 for me. They came through against Atlanta, in the Mexico City 121-19. If this total was a little bit higher, I'd love this under. Magic have been a little bit slower. They're a team, not a very good shooting team, are the Magic. On the flip side, though, the Nets, they need to shoot it from 3, and they have the guys to do it. But that's about it for this Nets team. So I lean under. It's just a little bit too low, but I lean under here at 218. And I'm going to stay off the sides as these teams have just been money ATS.
Yeah. Well, it's not too low for me, and I'll make that my first NBA official play. It's at Heritage right now, 218.5 minus 107. Orlando Nets under 218.5 minus 107. Excuse me. And, I'm going to take the under there. We'll glance at the comments section. Robert Franklin likes the under. Okay. Very nice. Nutflesh Allen says, I like Philly team total over way better with Embiid out.
Yeah, no shit. Of course. I mean, why not? Shit. I mean,
now maybe we like the Philly team total over. Yes, for real. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Okay. All right, next game on the card, Spurs and OKC, right? Spurs, of course, lost 5 in a row straight up and losing ATS as well. They're obviously soaring over, only 1 under all year long, and OKC has been a good bet. 7-3 ATS on the year. It's a big line though. First line I saw was 9 and a total in the upper 230s. Again, this one's going to be a pass for me. Free play, I probably would throw it on the Spurs. Let's see if the line has moved at all. Yep, now it's up to 10. There you go. And the total it has moved up as well a little bit, up to 239. So small move in favor of OKC and the over, even though it's a high total. I guess as of right now, pass for me. What do you think, Connor Mack?
Yeah, San Antonio's, starting to be San Antonio. They were in that game though. The last couple the Heat game, I watched the whole second half. I mean, that was a 1-point game with just a couple minutes. They lose by 5. I'm a little bit interested in them here, Pete, getting the 10 ugly dog in this. Yeah. And the reason why Thunder have been great, but they're a little bit in a new role now, being a team that's going to lay points like this. And they've either covered kind of short, and they've blown out the Spurs a couple times last year. It seems like they win by 12, or this could be inside the number. I had a strong lean to the Spurs in this game. I think they can hang around, so I'm looking at the 10 with them.
Yeah, Chosen One says OKC needs the game for the in-season tourney. Yeah, Markel says SGA for 30. That's interesting.
That's automatic.
Yeah,
30. That seems like a given every night.
Yeah. So let's looking at OKC first half. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hold off. I'd love to take a shot with the Spurs getting 10 like you, but I tread very, very lightly in the NBA. I'm gonna hold off. Next game on the card: Dallas and New Orleans. The Mavs, kind of 50-50-ish. ATS, another team that's been a strong overtrender, a high total here, and the Pels. Losing. They have 5 straight games they've lost, and they haven't covered any of those either. Second time in a row meeting. Dallas, of course, rolled them in the first game. The game went way over. Is there any reason to think New Orleans will be better here? They were first line I saw was 4 and 240, and now it's down to 3.5, and it's still right at 240 at Pinnacle. What do you think?
You got to think they play a little bit better here. The Pelicans, they have just been awful to watch. I mean, Ingram, Zion, they're just lost out there. One thing, the Mavericks, at least early on, and happened on Sunday, just shooting lights out here. Pete, number 1 in the league, Doncic, they're just raining threes. They're shooting over 40% and doing well. The tough thing is, when are the Pelicans? Well, they've lost 6 in a row. Like, this seems like a do or die spot, but I don't trust this team at all. I want to take the 4 here with the Pelicans, but they can't stop anything right now. I lean over even at 240. I don't see how this game stays under until they want to man up and start playing defense. I know that, they have had some injuries to deal with. That's not been good, but lean the points here.
Okay, Connor Mack leaning over. Sorry, I just got a call. It was distracting me, so I turned on my phone. Lean good. Over and lean the points here. Makes sense. I'm gonna pass personally. Let's glance the comment section, see if anyone has to say. A lot of passes for me in the NBA. Saturated says Pels stink. Absolutely. All right. Yeah. Next game on the card: Portland and Utah. Portland lost 3 in a row straight up, but they did cover 2 of them, and they have been covering. They've now covered at 5 out of their last 6. Utah's off a nice win and cover in their last game, but they had been losing straight up at ATS before that. Now they're giving a bunch of points at home to Portland. Utah games, can soar over. Portland has a hard time getting to this line, 230. First line I saw was Utah -6 and 230. Now it's up to 6.5 and 231, so about where it was. I don't know. It's a little tempting to think about maybe Portland. I mean, over the past week or two, Portland's been a good bet, ATS, and Utah has not been. Now they're catching 6.5. I don't know. What am I not seeing here, Connor Mack?
Yeah, can they get this done in Salt Lake? Where it's just not easy for many teams. But you're right. I had a small bet with them against the Lakers, and they got inside the number. We'll hit the Lakers at the end, and them, as favorites at least, covering numbers, not very good. But at Sacramento, they lost by 3. They did lose to Memphis by 12, but beat them, 2 days before that. This was a pass. As Utah's at home, I think they play better, but right now I don't want to be laying points with them. This seems like a get-right game, though, for the Jazz, I think. And you're right. Portland finally a little bit better scoring, but they have problems, defensively, and they have a hard time, putting the ball in the hoop right now. So yeah, I lean Jazz. I just don't want to lay 6. I think this is a good spot for them.
The Chillest says Portland, Utah under 230. That's what I was freaking thinking too. Connor Mack.
This has moved up though, right, Pete?
Half point, yes. Half point.
Okay.
1 point. Sorry, 1 point. And that could be,
1.5, 2 points, I guess. Depends. 229 when it opened.
Utah is such a strong overtrender though, aren't they? Is Portland going to hold them down?
I don't know. I was happy with Portland the other day with that slip in with cover with the Lakers.
Yeah. All right. If there's any other sport other than NBA, I would trust myself. In this one, I'm going to hold off. But yeah, I was leaning under. And Robert Franklin, Portland +6. Interesting. All right. So I would be thinking that way as well. We'll see where these lines close. All right. Next game on the card: Clippers, Denver. Clippers 5 straight up ATS losses. Not going well with Harden. Right. So predictable. Harden comes in, they're losing. Straight up, ATS, all that. Been there for 4 games now. Denver is off the loss of Houston, and they're what we would expect. They're winning most of their games, but ATS pretty 50-50. They're coming off a loss now, though, it's Jamal Murray being out is big for Denver. So here's the issues: can Denver be a good bet with Murray out? And what the hell is going on with the Clippers and Harden? At some point, the fortunes will change. Is it likely to happen in this game? I don't know. I'd be leaning Denver, and I don't even know what to think about the total. Let's see if there's been any line move here. Denver now down to 4.5. So about a 1.5 point move in favor of the Clippers since the first line I saw. What do you think, Connor Mack?
I know that's a little bit interesting. How do you want the Clippers right now until they're going to get this right, maybe, and start winning games with Harden? They're just a fade for me. There's just no way I could back them. I don't know. Maybe they're saying they finally get it here. Nuggets off the loss on the road, come back home. I like them. This is a play though. The LJ, he gave this out on the thing. I think you have to take it. The Joker triple-double with no Murray. I think it's automatic as long as it's plus money, because I think it's going to soon not be plus money. But it was plus 125 this morning, so I took his triple-double here. I think he gets it tonight. I think it's a bet you have to take. I mean Nuggets.
Yeah. The Chillest also liking the under at 225. Robert Franklin liking the Nuggets. He says Denver by 12. Kelly McGinnis. Denver covers. Yeah. Wow. Everyone's kind of liking Nuggets here. All right. I'm going to once again pass on
look
that
to
one.
Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
And just look to Murray out more, Gordon, Porter, Reggie Jackson type props. If you're looking at it.
Yeah. All right, next game on the card. This is one that, the other one, the first one I was going to bet was the Brooklyn game. This is the other one, Minnesota Golden State, right? Second time in a row these teams are playing. Minnesota won the first one, right? So Minnesota is excellent, right? They've now won 6 in a row and straight up and covered 5 of those 6. Golden State off of 2 straight home losses as a favorite. Now they're a small favorite here in the second game. And, it's a low total, a little bit surprising. I have to think that Golden State, first half and or full game, is worth a shot. Line that I saw first was 3.5. Now it's down to 2. That's not a great sign, although, and the total seemed low at first, 222.5, now down to 220. I don't know, man. What about Golden State here, Connor Mack? What about them? This Minnesota team just playing great basketball right now. Why do you want to get in front of them? And they've matched up well against these Warriors the last couple of years. They kind of just own them a little bit. And the biggest question why I can't move on this, and it's just a wait, is Curry. I don't know if he plays tonight. That's just, he has to be in if you even want to look Warriors' way. I think if you look at a prop, you look at Edwards in this game, I was looking at it. I think he's hit it 4 of the last 5. His points are right around 25.5, 26.5. Guy's just rolling. He's going to take that many shots every game. So I was kind of looking at his prop in this game. Yeah, we don't know whether I guess it's game time, right, for Curry?
That's what I see.
What's our guess? I mean, I guess that the line movement would indicate that someone knows something is going to be out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's still in the NBA. Like, questionable means nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't
Someone
know.
seems like they know something. Go ahead, Connor Mack.
I don't know if he goes. I have no idea. The NBA
Right.
is fickle with these injuries. They have tricked me a time or two. So
Robert Franklin says T-Wolves are money. Kelly McGinnis says, well, the strippers are happy Harden's in town. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, yeah, they love him.
You want me to shock the world twice in 1 week, Connor Mack, which would make it 3 times in 2 weeks. You ready?
Yeah, is this really shocking, though? You taking the T-Wolves?
I think some people would be shocked by it. Yes, I'm going to do it. Golden State, -2, -101. That's the current line at Pinnacle. Official play. Golden State Warriors, after the move, it was 3.5. Now it's down to 2. Steph Curry game time decision. I'm going to take him. Golden State, -2, -101. Attempting to shock the world with a 3rd pick in 2 weeks. Golden State, -2, -101. If this one cashes, everyone's going to be all over Twitter being like, Loshak did it again. If it loses, all right, whatever. All right, last game on the card, Memphis and the Lakers. Lakers are a small favorite here. Memphis, off of a straight-up win as a big road dog at the Clippers. But they had been mostly losing straight up in AGS before that. Lakers are off a home win against Portland, but they lost, or win against Portland, but they lost that game ATS. Now they're a small favorite here. It was 4.5, 223.5 first line I saw. Now it's up to 5, but juice to Memphis. Total's gotten bet up a little bit, 224 juice to the over. And this one, man, I just don't know what to make of it. I think it's going to be a pass. What do you think, Connor Mack?
Yeah, it's kind of a pass for me. What do we get? LeBron, Anthony Davis. I think they both go. Maybe LeBron doesn't. Vanderbilt's got the heel problem on the flip side. Adams obviously out for the year. Rose is going to be out for longer. I think this is Lakers or pass, and there's not many spots where I want to lay points with the Lakers. It almost at this point, like I like the Lakers, just like if you got them like under a full basket, really. Like I don't trust this team laying points, period. But I think they here at home they played their best basketball. To me, I think you lay with the Lakers or nothing.
Yeah. Memphis at Lakers at this time of year, just, grade A NBA fuckery, exhibit A situation. I'm going to pass on this one. All right, Connor Mack, we'll see where these lines move and what the lineup announcements are, but I just got 2 official plays as of right now. Orlando Nets under 218.5, -107, and my second shock the world pick of the week, Golden State Warriors, -2, -101. Shock the world if that one covers. Connor Mack, what are your official NBA plays as of right now?
I'm on the 76ers team total over 122.5. The Jokers triple-double plus 125. And I'm looking at a couple. I talked about the Edwards prop. I don't know if I move. And I'm thinking of the Spurs. 8 plus 10. I wanted to just wait a little bit, but I'm looking at them plus 10.
All right. Man, that sounds good. Justin McElvey saying, great show. Thank you so much, Justin McElvey. All right, college basketball, it's a huge card. You got anything at all that you want to say about anything in college basketball, Connor Mack? If not, no problem at all. If yes, spit it out.
Yeah, let me get this up. I thought it was good. It's moved, though, Pete, the Toledo, right? Say it's moved 4 points to the over. And then if you got under 165, that game's solid. Wisconsin got over with Tennessee, and they're playing Providence, but I still see 145. They're such a slow basketball team. Every year at that number, I think you got to lean under in Wisconsin, Providence, under 145 in that game. Yeah, and there's a couple more here. The sides I like. George Washington, -2. I love them here at home. This team I took the last couple of years, they play their best at home. I think they win here tonight.
I agree with you on that one, actually, Connor Mack. I specifically agree with you on that one. Yeah. That's what
one late one here. I just got one more. I have a few more. I got this card's so big, me. I had like so much more digging into college basketball the rest of the day. Plus 10, Santa Clara. I don't know this Stanford team. They are at home. They've always struggled to score. The last few years. Santa Clara can. I think they're a dog that can hang around. If you get over 10, I'm looking at Santa Clara plus 10.
I agree with you on that one as well. Let me look down. I'll see what the current line is on this one. Where the hell? God, it's
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, yeah, or 10. I would agree with you on that one. Actually, yeah. I mean, Santa Clara is, yeah, they're similar to Stanford actually. You know. And they both like to run inside scoring. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Although I'm a little bit hesitant because I've gotten burned significantly on some of those exactly these kinds of dogs that I thought were too big of a dog, and I've gotten burned this year in Indiana State. I keep mentioning it, but I would agree with you on that one, and I definitely agree with you on George Washington, and I'm probably going to have a bet on that one. Appropriate bet size or appropriate size bet, but I definitely like it. I mean, it's likely to be a very high pace, fast pace. Maybe the George Washington team total over is a good play as well. I like both of those.
That.
Yeah.
I like that as well. What else do you got, Pete?
I don't even know. I don't even friggin' know. What do I got? Yeah, I mentioned earlier that what am I looking at? That I like the High Point Queens game over, and because it's moved, I would be liking taking a shot with the first half over on that one as well, even after the move. And let me see. Yeah, and Indiana State. Maybe I have a Indiana State fetish this year. I don't know. I took them against Alabama, lost with it. Going up against IUPUI, that is not a good team. And I think that Indiana State should roll here. I would take them and the first half as well. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and I definitely agree with you on George Washington. Team total over and minus the points. And yeah, I got a bunch of other leans too, but those are the first few things that I would identify as plays I'm liking as of right now.
Okay. Yeah. What
Makes
you want
sense?
to touch on You want to touch on a couple of these big games real quick? Kentucky, Kansas. This is up to 7
sure.
now.
Why don't you touch on it first, and then I'll say, yeah, I agree with you. No, touch on it. You two touch on it first. Kentucky, Kansas.
Yeah, neutral. I like Kansas, but not at 7. Like it's a game I have to stay off. We see this too much. Duke, Arizona. Duke was even at home. I thought there was too many they lost. Well, I think Kansas is the more rounded team. I can't lay 7 with them, even though I think they can win this game. And the other big one, Michigan State.
Yeah.
That's the double dip there. Duke, Michigan State. Did you have anything? Or what about that last game? Do you have anything?
Duke, Michigan State. I guess I would be, I don't really know. I guess I would have a lean to the under, maybe. What is it? It's in the 140s. Yeah, I don't know. I have a statistical lean to the under, but there's no way I'm going to pull the trigger on that personally. Although maybe I will. I don't know. Yeah, if you gave me a free play right now, I would chuck it on the under, and I would chuck it on Duke first half. I would chuck 2 free plays on Duke first half and on the under.
Okay.
But
yeah, Michigan State, I kind of agree with you here. I think as long as Duke, the second half of last year, they started turning around shooting the ball. If they are a good jump shooting team, Duke, because we know how good they'll be inside. I think they could win big here. Michigan State, with Izzo, though, always feisty in these matchups.
Yeah. Very, very tough. A lot of some high quality comedy going on in the comment section. Saturated, Berkey Sanderson. Shout out to everyone. Williams Wrestling saying, Loshak, what are you doing the rest of the week since you were only here on Tuesday as well? On Thursday, I'm going to be with Drew Martin talking about 12 college football games, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to look forward to that. And, of course, Saturday mornings with Big Man on Campus, Jeff Nadeau. I cover the whole college football card. Sorry, did I say college basketball? College football on Thursday with Drew Martin. And then, on Saturday morning, with Jeff Nadeau, cover the whole college football card. Chess and Poker Daily, St. Joe's minus 18 against Stonehill looks interesting. That's actually another one that I would agree with that. Stonehill, teams that can score, they get squashed. And I would actually agree with that. I would agree with that. I would take St. Joe's full game, and I would take St. Joe's first half as well. Let me see. Where's that line right now? Let me see. What do you got on like St. Joe's Stonehill, the current line? It's like
18.
19. Yeah, 19. Cutting it a little bit close, but I would definitely, no question about it, I would take St. Joe's full game and first half with free plays. And I might actually have bets on those right after this show. I would agree with that. Absolutely 100% would agree with that. Chess and Poker Daily. Shout out to you. No question about it. Like in St. Joe's. Let's see. Other comments coming in. I guess that's about it. You want to wrap it up here, Connor Mack?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
I could give some official college basketball plays, but it's just too big of a card. I don't know. If I were going to give them, though, it would be George Washington team total over, and first half in that Queens game, and some of the leans that we were talking about. St. Joe's, no question about that. Indiana State, definitely there, and let me see what else. Yeah, lean Santa Clara, but that one makes me feel emotionally uncomfortable when I say it. At 10, it make me feel less uncomfortable. At 12, it make me feel a lot less uncomfortable, Connor Mack. At 9.5, I don't know. Makes me feel.
I like the move though. A little bit. I wish you could grab a 10, maybe out there. But that's what I'm at. George Washington and Wisconsin Providence under those 3 for me. One other one I just got to look into more. Southern Utah State. Utah State should take care of business. This total's come down a little bit. When I think of these two teams, I think of scoring. I got to go through both the Ross. I got to go through more of it. Southern Utah getting 16. I just wanted to look at it more. Did you have anything in that game?
My first thought is definitely leaning Utah State. I mean, I don't know, but that's just I'm going to pass on it. But I think that Southern Utah is overvalued by the market, Ken Palm, all those people. You were liking Southern Utah?
No, I just wanted to look at that game a little bit more. Maybe they thought it was a little too high at 146. It's come down to 143. I just got to look at it here.
Right.
I got a shit ton of games to look at.
Yeah, no. I hear you. All right, you know what? I'll make some official plays. What the hell? I'll make some official plays for our official record. We'll have a little bit of fun here. Wow, Indiana State 10.5 at Pinnacle. Wow, that's pretty friggin' high. I'll take the 10 though. I will take it. I'll make that an official play. I'll take Indiana State first half -10, -115. That's the current line at Pinnacle. I'll take that one. I'll make that an official play. You can chuck on my record. I will take George Washington -1.5, -108. That's an official play. I completely agree with you on that one, Connor Mack. George Washington -1.5, -108. That is an official play there. And let me check the team total, which actually I like more. I like the team total over more than the spread. 81.5 -106. I'll make that one official as well. George Washington and the first half team total over I'd like as well. Let me see. Maybe the first half team total is better. Yeah, 38.5 -114. I'll take that one. George Washington first half team total over 38.5 -114. That's an official play. George Washington first half team total over 38.5 -114. Current line at Pinnacle. Scanning down the card here. Let's see. High Point Queens. Look at that. That is tempting to take the first half over. What would that be? That's a high one, though. Total first half, 79.5. I'll take it, though. I've run my lips about that one. I yap my gums around that one. High Point Queens, first half over, 79.5 -114. Current line at Pinnacle. We'll make that one official. And let's see, other plays here. If anyone in the comments section has any games they want to ask about or any opinions, shout them out. Yeah, definitely leaning Illinois over Marquette. What do you think about that one, Connor Mack? You think you have any opinion on that one or not really?
No, I got to look at that game.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
I hate fading Marquette, but again, Illinois non-conference game with size. That's the one area where I do like to bet against Marquette. It's the place. It's the kind of situation where they actually do struggle a bit. So let me see. Sorry, we're having some dead air here. I'm just scanning the whole freaking card. I should add on Illinois -1.5. You know what? I will add that one on. Illinois -1.5, -108 full game current line. Marquette's going to lose some games. -1.5, -108. That's another official play for me. Illinois. There we go. Scanning the card here. I'll make that one official. Yeah, and I definitely like St. Joe's over Stonehill. That's exactly the kind of team that Stonehill is not going to be able to keep up with. Let's see, the first half line. Damn, geez, 11.5. Look at that. That's, all right. I'll hold off for now, but that's definitely a strong lean. St. Joe's over those guys for sure. And let me just make sure I'm not missing anything here, and then we will wrap it up. Yeah, and Duke first half. I'm leaning that way as well. Duke first half. Okay, let's see what the comment section has to say. Tori Coker likes the first half under. I agree with that as well. What do you think about that, Connor Mack? First half under in the Duke-Michigan State game.
Yeah, what's the number?
6 to 6.5, he says. That's very tempting. It's just it's kind of a little bit close, but yeah.
Yeah. I got to look into that.
All right.
I got a lot of college basketball to do.
All right. So, Connor Mack, it's a huge slate of games, but we did our best. We covered it in a relatively short amount of time. Let's review all of our official plays, and then we'll give one play to that guy who requested our top play at the end of the show from the entire card. All right, Connor Mack?
Let's go.
Okay, once again, NHL, I'm on Boston first period minus 134. Buffalo first period no goal plus 139. Montreal first period 119. Washington first period no goal plus 129. Arizona Dallas under 6.5 minus 117. And Tampa Bay first period money line minus 123. College football, Eastern Michigan minus 3 minus 119. And Toledo Bowling Green over 50.5. NBA, Golden State minus 2 minus 101. And Orlando Nets under 218.5. College basketball official plays: Indiana first half minus 10 minus 115. George Washington minus 1.5 minus 108. George Washington first half team total over 38.5 minus 114. High Point Queens first half over 79.5 minus 114. And Illinois full game minus 1.5. Connor Mack, what are all your official plays from today's show?
Yeah, Sabres team total under 2.5 plus 115. Penguins team total over 3.5 minus 120, and the Habs plus 135 full game. I might also move on that first period you have, Pete, as well. I like that. And then looking Lightning in that game, first period, and the Jets later on there. College football, Bowling Green plus 10.5. I'm on it in that game. I'm looking at Western Michigan plus 5. I just wanted to go through a few more things. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be on Western Michigan in that one. 76ers team total over 122.5. Joker's triple double. And I'm looking at the Spurs plus 10 in the NBA. That's it.
All right, and let's give that guy our top play. You know what? It wasn't even going to be on my card, and I don't know how much I love it, but I do love the spot, the matchup spot. Illinois against Marquette. Marquette is a great team. That's why this line is so low, but for the spot, I like it. So for my top play of the show for you, that guy, I forgot his name, I'll make it Illinois minus 1.5. Connor Mack, single out one play, if you don't mind, for that guy.
Yeah, I was going to go to the hockey. I think the Penguins 3.5. But I'll stick with it. I made the bet, already. Loved it yesterday. Bowling Green plus 10.5 at home. I think they cover tonight.
There you go. Bowling Green plus 10.5 in college football. Illinois minus 1.5 in college basketball. Wow. Long, great show, but we handled it. That was nothing. Light handicapping work. That's light handicapping work.
Light,
you know, and bodybuilders, they're always like, lightweight, when they're, lifting the heaviest thing.
Throwing it around.
This was no thing. This was nothing. This was no thing between me and Connor Mack. And we'll do more of this next Tuesday. Thanks, everyone. See y'all next Tuesday.
Later.